welcome everybody to another episode of the special episode, surprise episode of the College Football Tailgate. As always, it's me, XFL Jim, joined by the one and only Icy Gold Chains, aka Chase Lupine Fiasco Sessoms, and the one, the only, my man, Uncle Rico. What's up, boys?
What's up, guys?
Jimbo.
Feeling good on this Black Friday. It's a beautiful weekend of college football, and it's so beautiful that we thought we'd give you an extra episode.
Yeah, great football today. A lot of rivalry games, which makes it feel like a lot of these games are going to be close, which makes it a pretty good betting day, I think. If you survive shopping, kudos. I know someone here survived shopping and got himself a shark.
I think someone thrives in that environment.
I think so.
Winners win, dude. And I was winning today at Black Friday, dude.
Because all Black Friday is just a competition against everyone else in the store. And I feel like that's where Eric he elevates.
It's like the supermarket sweep home edition, you know?
Supermarket sweep.
Hell yeah. Anyway, we got a nice little slate ahead of the show for you guys. I think it's a little bit smaller just because it's Friday, but we'll go through each and every game this beautiful Black Friday. Starting off, Miami at Boston College. Miami's a 9.5-point road favorite, over under 49 plus 295 on the money line. Chase, you got something there?
Yeah, for the last time this season, I'm going to try it again. Give me Boston College and the points here. These are two, despite, the spread here, I feel like these are two pretty evenly matched teams. If you look at their records, they're identical, 6-5. At both teams, 6-5. With Miami, I think still missing Van Dyke. I'm not sure, but I think they are still missing. They moved on to another quarterback. With that number is just way too big. Give me Boston College points. Famous last words on a Black Friday.
Chase, I will ride into the darkness with you. Give me Boston College plus 9.5.
I got nothing in this game.
I'm going to stand by you here.
I had a feeling you would have nothing here, Uncle Rico.
I have nothing.
Ohio at Akron. The Bobcats of Ohio are a 14-point road favorite, over under 41.5 plus 460 on the money line. For the Zips, no thank you. Nothing.
Nada.
Toledo, Central Michigan. Toledo is a 9.5-point road favorite, over under 55 plus 300 on the money line. We all have something in this one. Eric, start us off.
All right, so I took CMU here. I got him at plus 10 and plus 335 on the money line. McElwain as a dog at CMU is 58% against the number. As a home dog, he's 71%. This is the week I really like to take the teams that need one more win to get to bowl eligibility, like CMU needs. You look at Toledo's last 3 road games. 1-point win over Bowling Green, 4-point win over Miami, 7-point win over Ball State. Also, last year, Toledo was in this same exact spot against Western Michigan, lost straight up. They benched pretty much anybody in that game. So I'm going to take CMU here plus the points and plus the 335.
I was going to say we saw this exact same scenario last year once Toledo locked up their spot in the MAC championship game. They kind of just rested everybody. Love that play. Chase.
Yeah, I'm with Uncle Rico here. I'm Central Mich plus 9.5, or sorry, plus 10.5 actually. Here's the deal. For one, it's going to be senior day at Central Michigan. Got to pay attention to these home teams because you're going to be having senior days. People getting probably their last attempt to play football in their lives. They're always hyped for that. 2, another angle that Jim and I really like. Toledo just cracked the top 25. Teams that are cracking the top 25 for the first time traditionally don't really do well that first game after making the top 25. I didn't pull the trigger on the money line, though I really wanted to, and I really wanted to include in a round robin. I stuck with the points there. I think Central Michigan gets bowl eligible, could win and get bowl eligible, but 10.5 is the safe play.
I waited to do the Central Michigan money line, so I got it at plus 300, but I did get CMU at plus 11 with the points. So I triple lock, I guess, for CMU. Makes me a little worried, but I'm hype. Let's go.
Plus, we've seen it with these like mid-major schools. As soon as their coach becomes kind of a hot name, and he's kind of a hot name, he's being tied to Michigan State. We see these guys kind of, oh, you're leaving us, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, that's another angle to look at.
Would you want Jason Candle? Because I wouldn't.
No, Jonathan Smith all the time.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Like Jason Candle to me is like one of the least desirable MAC coaches, just because he seems to do less with more in the MAC.
And not only that, like how much of Toledo's success through their quarterback been? I think it's pretty much all of it. I think he's just a coach that's got a really good quarterback right now, managed to keep him there.
Well, it's also like Toledo compared to every other MAC school just has way more money and way more talent usually, and they still still the MAC year in and year out. Up next, game of the day, baby! Iowa at Nebraska. Nebraska's a 3-point home favorite, over under 24.5, plus 121 on the money line for Iowa. Chase.
Yeah, so Iowa's offense is bad, but there's no way that be a 3-point dog in this game. I mean, Iowa's defense could easily outscore Nebraska. Nebraska, even though Brock Purdy's little brother has only turned it over once, it's not like this Iowa team hasn't forced turnovers by elite quarterbacks before and scored defensive touchdowns. I'm going to say Iowa wins this outright, and I'm going to say there's not a single offensive touchdown in this game. So give me Iowa, and I know it's the smallest total I have ever seen, but give me the under 25.5 here.
I got it under 26. It's my only play for this one. Is I took the under 26. I don't expect a lot of offense, a lot of points going on here. Eric.
Staying with my theme, Nebraska needs to win. I took Nebraska. I got them here at -2. Just kind of be my theme for last week, taking these teams that need the win to become bowl eligible. Also, Iowa's locked up this the Big Ten
division.
Yeah. So are they going to be spending the week prepping for Nebraska or prepping for Ohio State and Michigan, trying to get ready for that game? Iowa likes to run the ball. Looking at the metrics, Nebraska is actually kind of good against the run, defending in it. And historically speaking, this Iowa's run defense hasn't been as good as it's been in years past. I think we could see Iowa rest some players in the second half. And I kind of like Purdy as a quarterback for Nebraska. I took Nebraska -2.
It's hard not to like him when the other two options are what we've seen for the rest of the year.
I mean, yeah, it could be the thing.
One guy who sounds like a character in Fargo was Heinrich Harburg.
Yeah, baby. And then the double turnover machines themselves.
Yeah, and fucking Jeff Sims, who will you just lead a game-winning drive so I can call you Iceberg Sims at least once this season?
Not gonna happen, baby. Wait till he's on some like G5 school next year. Up next, TCU, Oklahoma. Oklahoma's a 9.5-point home favorite, over under 62.5, plus 295 on the money line. Eric.
I have a play. And guess what it is, boys? I'm taking TCU
on the money line.
TCU.
I got them plus 1075 and plus 330. Another thing I like doing is I love fading teams that need to win this last week to make their conference championship. Like Oklahoma needs to win. They need a little bit of help. Also, let's go back. Let's look at Oklahoma's last couple of games. They could have lost to BYU, only won by 7. Beat Virginia in the spot of spots. Lost to Oklahoma State, lost to Kansas, should have lost to UFC. Their last 5 games have not been impressive as all. Gabriel is banged up. Their number 1 wide receiver is already out for Rook. Their number 2 wide receiver is banged up for Oklahoma as well. TCU needs to get into a bowl, needs to win this game. I know their last 3 games, they've only gone 1-2, but their offense has looked a lot better. They are 16th in the country in total offense. This Oklahoma's defense has been a bluff. I think TCU is going to be able to move the ball. I'll take TCU here plus the points and the money line.
Okay. I like it. I hope the Horned Frogs get it done. Memphis, Temple. Memphis is a 13.5-point road favorite, over under 65, plus 395 on the money line. No.
If Temple's defense was better, I would get there.
It's not though.
And I don't want to be the guy holding a losing Memphis half ticket.
Memphis, I mean, like they could have beat Tulane, they could have beat SMU. Like, what is their effort level going in this game on the road at Temple? You know what I mean? That's like the one thing in my head.
Now, the only way that I would play this game would be to play the under. I think. I know Memphis scores a lot of points. I think it's likely that a team couldn't hold up their end of the bargain, and that would be Temple. By the way, not holding up their end of their bargain is my win with margin.
I like it. Utah State, New Mexico. Utah State is a 4.5-point road favorite at New Mexico, over under a 59, plus 180 on the money line.
I mean, letdown spot for New Mexico after that big win over Fresno last week, obviously.
Shit.
It's true.
Yeah. That is a huge
3.5
win in the Mountain West.
Get that over 3.5 home.
Fuck. UTSA, Tulane. Potentially. Actually, probably not. I was going to say potentially a rematch of the AAC championship, but probably not. Tulane is a 3.5-point home favorite, over under 52, plus 145 on the money line for UTSA. Chase.
Yeah, I'm taking Tulane and the points here. I got it at minus 105, so I get a little bit of value there from just like the meat and potatoes, minus 110. Listen, I like UTSA. They've managed to put their offense together, so this could be an over kind of game. But I think Tulane is just a wagon. They've got their eyes on a New Year's Six bowl game. And I think they go out and handle business. This is an experienced team. They are at home. It is senior day, and it's senior day for probably one of the most winning classes in Tulane, either history or recent history.
I got UTSA a little bit later.
Great.
It's not a teaser, Eric. It's not a teaser. Just so you know, it's not a teaser.
Teaser. It's not a teaser.
Missouri, Arkansas. Oh, baby. Missouri is a 9-point road favorite, over under 53.5, plus 270 on the money line for the Razorbacks. Chase.
Hogs plus 9.5 here. That's what I got. This is a perfect spot to ruin some seasons. Also, let's not forget, this is senior day for Arkansas and likely KJ Jefferson's last game in a Razorback jersey. I say likely. I think it's definitely his last game in a Razorback jersey. So I think Big Boy goes off today. I wouldn't mind sprinkling a little on the plus 275 on the money line as well.
Ooh, I dig it. Air Force, Boise State. Boise State is a 7-point home favorite against Air Force, over under 45.5, plus 230 on the money line. Chase!
There were 13 games. I played damn near all of them. Here we go. Give me the under here in this game. We're getting back to Air Force being just an automatic underplay. Their offense has gone well off the tracks. It's not like Boise State lights up the scoreboard either. Let's go with the under. I am an unders taker.
I could definitely see a defensive slugfest here.
Yep.
Texas Tech. Texas is a 14-point home favorite, over under 53, plus 420 on the money line. I wanted to get there on Texas Tech. I wanted to. I couldn't, but I wanted to.
I got nothing here.
Penn State, Michigan State. Penn State right now is a 23-point road favorite against the Spartans.
Games at Ford Field.
It's at Ford Field, so a quote-unquote neutral site. Over under 43.5, plus 1,100 on the money line for the Spartans. I took Penn State minus 21. I did it.
I mean,
it's the only thing Penn State does on the whole year is they beat up the bad teams.
They covered against Rutgers last week with a big spread about the same size too. And I think Rutgers is a better football team, but also I'm not playing a 22.5 point favorite. I'm not doing it.
I got it at 21, baby.
I got nothing. Put a stake in this season and go.
James Franklin to Michigan State.
You know what? At least we'd be guaranteed 8 wins every year. I'd be fine with that. 8 wins in a Peach Bowl appearance. I'd be fine.
I was gonna say you should get a timeshare in Florida for all the Gator Bowls you'll go to.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, Outback Bowl, just blooming onioning it up.
Last game of the day, Oregon State at Oregon. Oregon is a 14-point home favorite, over under 62, plus 445 on the money line for the Beavs. Chase.
Give me the man with, they pronounce it ends in his name, even though I don't think that they exist there. Mr. DJ Uiagalelei and Oregon State to cover this. I know Oregon's got a lot to play for, but 13.5 is way too big in the Civil War. Like, this is close to a shooting war. They get frisky. They fucking fight during this game. So I am all over Oregon State and DJU, who they've been underrated, I think, all season to cover the spread, if not win outright.
I still have a bitter taste in my mouth. I mean, they got how they lost that game against Washington was really mind-boggling to me.
Fair.
I'm also riding with the Beavs. Give me Oregon State plus the 14.
I mean, Jesus, dude, I can get pressured into doing this.
I might sprinkle. I might even sprinkle because what more would Oregon State want than to ruin Oregon's season?
Didn't they do it a couple years ago?
I think so.
Not only that, I mean, let's think of how the offense for Oregon State plays. I mean, they throw the ball, sure, but they're also more of like heavy sets, tight end with his hand in the ground kind of formations, and they can like run the ball and kind of pound it. I think for them, it's going to behoove them to keep the ball away from Oregon, who wants to turn this thing into a track meet. So on top of the 13.5, I might even dabble with the under 62.5 here.
Ooh.
I mean, the one thing that scares me is
It is home Bo Nix
has a better rushing attack than Washington, and Washington was able to run the ball with some success on Oregon State. I don't know. Fuck it. I'll be a team player.
Attaboy, let's go.
I'll do it.
Get them Beavs.
I'm playing the money line too. I got it at plus 450.
I'm seeing plus 445 right now. I'm also seeing
plus 450 for the kid.
Attaboy. I see plus
400 here. Yeah, you guys are getting a better price on it.
I'll get that plus 450. Give me that.
Put on your big boy pants, man.
Give me that. Okay, boys. Any round robin / parlays? I have a parlay. I know Chase has a round robin. Eric, you doing anything in the little fun category?
Yeah, let me put it in this guy. Let me put it in this guy.
Chase, what are you rolling with?
All right, so I'm playing this as 2-teamers, and I'm also running it back and playing it as 3-teamers as well. I've got Tulane minus 3.5, Iowa plus 120 money line, Oregon State. I took an alternate line plus 12.5 to get even money on that. The under in the Air Force Boise State game. And give me Arkansas plus 9.5. If I connect on all of that, that's plus 38.74, so almost 39 to 1 on the odds. And then if I hit everything as 3-teamers, then it's 78 to 1.
I just rolled with just a parlay, 3-teamer, my favorite dogs of the day. Central Michigan plus 300. Iowa plus 130, and then I'm taking a chance on UTSA plus 145. You roll those together, it's plus 2154.
So I did a little, I don't know if this is allowed for the segment, but a cross day.
We'll allow it this time, Eric. We'll allow it.
You'll allow it? A 2-day round robin event. My round robin is, oh my God, I can't get it pulled up. Such a noob. Oh my God. All right, here we go. CMU on the money line. TCU on the money line. San Diego State on the money line.
Did I just imagine a thumbs up just popped up in a bubble, by the way?
What?
I saw a thumbs up pop up in your, like, while you were talking, like a speech bubble with a thumbs up came up. Never mind. Please continue. My
San Diego, Ohio State on the money line. Florida on the money line.
Sheesh.
And the last one, I went big. Auburn on the money line. That's my round robin. I did it by 2s.
Okay.
Auburn, Bama, I only win if a bomb falls on the stadium.
Of course, I also have my Friday 3-team teaser for the people.
God.
Yes, 3 teams.
Just a 3-teamer. I know. There wasn't a lot that I liked here. I teased Memphis down to -7.
Oh, God.
I teased Ohio down to -8 versus Akron. And I teased Arkansas. I teased Arkansas up to 15. Those are my 3. Plus 180.
I mean, we have an NFL game. Did you guys do anything in the NFL game? I did.
Oh, I guess we could talk about Dolphins. We're here. Dolphins, Jets. Yeah. Dolphins are a 9-point road favorite against the Jets, over under 40.5, plus 390 on the money line. Eric, what'd you do for this one?
Dude, double digit divisional, the home dog. I don't care who started. I got the Jets plus 10.
What do you do if it's 9 now? Because I'm seeing 9.
9, I'd still take the Jets, dude.
I probably still would too. I might dabble with the under.
I honestly think that Miami shines its best when they play against teams with losing records. And so that's why I kind of thought it was going to be, I thought Miami covered easily and Jalen Ramsey picks off like 4 passes.
I'm going to go Jets, Dolphins under 40.5.
I'm going Jets plus 10. Jets, dude.
I'm gonna increase my stock on the Tua MVP tickets. So,
oh god, dude, I'm telling. Okay, so this is the best gambling advice I'm gonna give you. Best gambling advice. There's only two futures. There's only 2 NFL futures you need to be locking in.
CJ Stroud is rookie of the year.
Already value gone. These have immense value. Myles Garrett 200-1 to win MVP.
Ooh,
Stefanski 28-1 to win Coach of the
Year. Yeah.
Those are only 2 NFL futures right now that have value.
I do like those.
Someone's mentioned this the other day, and I think it might be a decent play considering all the injuries that have happened in their division, which is Mike Tomlin, Coach of the Year. But they also would probably need to, make the playoffs.
Bench, small hands, and ride with the truth. Have the truth come in.
Yeah, put in the truth Trubisky, who used to pick it with you and your man's Kool-Aid.
The truth, just out there, just running RPOs, man. Just
wasn't the truth cool with Kool-Aid taking deuces in his yard?
He was, dude. He had no problem with
that. Amazing.
It's a cool move. All right. Any parting words for this short and sweet college football tailgate?
Jim, as a Cornhusker fan, do you want them to get to the bowl game, or you just want fuck it, the season's over?
I want them to get to the bowl game so they get more fucking practice because they suck.
Right. It's that. it's not the bowl game. It's that month of practice that is just so crucial to building programs. I don't know. Maybe it's not as crucial with the transfer portal with so many people leaving, but I don't know. It always seemed like that. Always seemed like the biggest upside to bowl games wasn't that you got to play in the Outback Bowl or the Gator Bowl. It's that you got to practice for another month.
It's also I think Nebraska's team is fairly young, so if they can keep this core around, especially on defense, if they can keep a lot of those guys, I'm going to be very excited for next year, which is obvious.
Especially my boy Moon Pie, the one whose head is too fat for a helmet.
Love him.
And it's his face is smushed up and he wears number 0. Not because it's his favorite kind of Coke.
Do you want Pittman back next year?
Yeah, I actually have no problem with Pittman. I think he made a bad hire at offensive coordinator, but at the same time, that's hindsight being 2020. I mean, if you talk to everyone at the beginning of the season with the history that Dan Enos had at Arkansas, what he did at Alabama, everyone says it's a home run hire, but it wasn't fit. It didn't fit, and I have no problem keeping Pittman now if.
Internet's not letting him talk about it. There he is.
That's a cliffhanger right there.
If we have another season where we don't make a bowl game, if we only win 4 games, which we, have the chance to do here this year, then, next year, then I think it's time to make a move. The question is, who's out there that you're excited?
Barry Odom to Arkansas, baby.
That would be kind of dope. But
Fish from Arizona, I think
also would be pretty good.
I think that would be a great hire.
Yeah, it opens up Arkansas to recruiting the West a little bit more than it ever has. Like, we've never traditionally pulled players from Las Vegas, from California,
from Jimbo Fisher, man.
Oh, that would be such an Arkansas move, dude. That would be such a fucking Arkansas move. I don't know. No.
Eric, how ready are you to be disappointed by whoever Michigan State selects as their head coach?
Oh, I'm so ready. I am so ready. And the thing is my brother-in-law who went to Michigan State, he was like, "Oh, dude, we're gonna be getting Urban Meyer. This is gonna be great."
Everyone fucking says Urban Meyer
Dude,
for all these openings.
That is going to be an awful hire. And I mean, like, look, he's not knee deep in college football like we are. Us three understand that that's just going to be a bad hire. But a lot of the issue is with people like my brother-in-law who are just kind of casuals, just with the name recognition. And I'm afraid that's what's going to happen.
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll get like John. I don't know if you'll get Jonathan Smith, but you'll get somebody. You'll get that that Georgia Tech OC. You'll be fine.
I hope so.
All right, folks, that'll do it for this nice, short, sweet episode of the College Football Tailgate. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, Saturday morning, for the big show, the bigger show. We love you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow for another episode of the